Hey guys, it's AFS Alarm 777 of the Game Revolution Dudes, bringing to you another episode of Pokemon Leaf Green. So you're wondering why I'm dining with this oddball man. Well, it's because it's this guy. He's like, oh, no more slots for me. Take it! Coin case. That's what I was trying to get. So now I can show off what are all the items we can get. So let's run over here to the prize counter. Hello, sir or ma'am. Okay, so the Pokemon you can buy. Abra, we've seen that before. Clefairy, we've seen that before. These three Pokemon, however, we have not. Pinsir is a bug-type Pokemon. He's very, very powerful for a bug type in physical strength. It's going to be a similar case to Gyarados, however. You're not going to have any stab moves that are going to go with your type. But rather, in Gyarados' case, it's just because all water types are special. In Pinsir's case, it's because there's hardly any bug-type moves. Like, maybe Mega Horn was made at this point, but I could swear that's 4th gen. I don't really know. But you're not going to have any good moves for Pinsir other than just really powerful physical ones. Does that make Pinsir bad? No. Does it make him necessarily the greatest Pokemon in the world? Definitely no. So Dratini is actually a very, very interesting Pokemon in that it's a dragon type. And it's actually the only dragon type, other than its evolved forms, in this game. Dratini is a very, very, very pitiful Pokemon. You are never going to get anything accomplished with Dratini, most likely. However, once you evolve it, it becomes a mediocre Pokemon. It can get through a fight, a couple fights actually, decently well. But if you get it to its 3rd form, then it's incredibly powerful. Similar to the Magikarp Gyarados effect. Then there's Porygon. Porygon is an oddball Pokemon. In the 1st generation of Pokemon, he is not worth getting. You have to have a special item, put it on him, trade him, and evolve him. And that's only after you beat the Elite Four and get access to 2nd generation Pokemon. And it's not till 4th generation that he gets an actually good evolution. So Porygon's not worth it, but if you're going for 100%, just to have the trophy of Porygon is great. Alright, so here we get a whole bunch of TNs that I don't know what they do. I figured they would give a description, but they don't. So here we have Smoke Ball, Miracle Seed, Charcoal, Mystic Water, and a Yellow Flute. I have no idea what a Yellow Flute does, but a Smoke Ball will allow your Pokemon to get away from a fight every time, unless it's a trainer fight, because that's just cheating. A Miracle Seed will raise the power of your Grass-type moves. A Charcoal will raise the power of your Fire-type moves. And a Mystic Water will raise the power of your Water-type moves. You're generally going to want to buy one of those depending on what Pokemon you started with. So, you're probably wondering, well, I don't have much money, how can I get coins to play the slots? Well, don't you worry. If you just kind of click around every now and again on the floor here, you'll get amount of coins. They're not respawning, so you will find them and then they're gone. And there's also a couple people you can talk to. It's like, here, you have these coins, because I don't need them, or something. I don't know what they're talking about. They just, oh, hey kid, you want to play? Here's 10 coins. So yeah, you can actually find a decent amount of coins just by talking to people and clicking around on the ground. I personally have no intentions of doing the slots because I've never had any good luck with it. So what is this guy doing? Why is the Rocky Grunt in the game corner? I'm guarding this poster. Go away, or else! Alright, so we got Team Rocket Grunt. Eradicate he sends out. Alright, so let's switch out. Let's get Baron in there. Baron. Baron Nashor. lower his attack so he doesn't hurt me all that much. Now, I know I said Vulpix got a useful, in fact, one of Vulpix's final moves with the Confuse Ray, is what I was trying to say. But she's not quite ready for battle yet. There's one more move that she needs before she's ready to fight. And that's actually a good attacking move. Because right now she's only got one that's good for finishing things off real quick. And that's Quick Attack. The other two are status conditions. And Roar simply is not good enough. It's not a damaging move either. It just switches out the enemy Pokemon. So all in all, Ari's not really useful yet. I'm telling you, she'll get there. Don't lose faith. Just have faith in her. That's basically what I'm trying to communicate here. We also got that Eevee in the last episode, and I am planning to use Eevee, just not right now, because right now Eevee's not all that important. Got my energy drained. So, I know a lot of people use Eevee, and it's considered an overrated Pokemon just because everyone uses it. Well, I like Eevee, so I'm going to use Eevee. And I should go over the other two evolutions. There are 3 evolutions. Eevee is a unique Pokemon in that Eevee was the first Pokemon that could evolve into multiple Pokemon. By the way, there's a switch back there and we pressed it. So how about we go down here? We're in the Rocket Hideout. There's going to be a whole bunch of Rocket Grunts that we fight, and that's going to be that. I'm going to continue commentating. Eevee was the very first Pokemon that ever got multiple evolution paths. And even though there's just one evolution, doesn't evolve after that, it's still really, really interesting. Later, they give more Pokemon more ways to evolve, but just the fact that Eevee's the first one, and in later generations Eevee gets way more, it just makes Eevee a favorite of mine, and a favorite among many, many, many others. Okay, had like a hair in my mouth, I guess. It's gross. Ugh. Alright, let's get this Dragon Rage down. The rage of my dragon, or rather, acid worm thing. Mr. Baron Masher. So, like I said, I was going to explain them. There is Flareon. Completely forgetting names. There's Flareon, who is a fire type and deals a lot of physical damage. What's the problem with that? Why wouldn't I get Flareon instead of the other two that I could get at the moment? Well, you run into another case of poor typing, just like Gyarados. Really good attack stat, just not good enough to justify using it, because it's a fire type, and fire type moves are special. So yeah, you can get a fire type move, but it will do little to no damage. And you're like, okay, well I'll just get a whole bunch of other moves, just like you're doing with your Gyarados. Well, Gyarados' attack stat is really, really high. Flareon's attack stat is just pretty good. So it makes it kinda unusable. Don't get me wrong, if you want a fire type and you decide Eevee's the one for you, don't hesitate. Flareon is usable. Just not as much as other fire types. I would even recommend Growlithe over Flareon. And that coming from me can be kind of surprising. Just because I hate on Growlithe so much for being liked over Vulpix. Right, so we got Drowsy here. Sorry, Drowsy, but you are not anywhere near the strength of my Hypno. So let's switch over to Baron and see if Baron can survive a confusion or something. Lower the attack, but that's not going to do much. Yeah, here comes confusion. And, okay, I survived that with flying colors. I take down half the health. Here comes the headbutt. It actually did come in handy, that Intimidate. So let's knock him out. And the next Pokemon, Ari, level 22. Getting there, just not quite yet. Get Ari back out there, get a little more experience. So technically you're not supposed to hit this place up yet, I don't believe. But I'm going to do it anyway because I want Ari to get experience before we go to the next place. What is this place I'm speaking of? Not going to mention yet. Oh, here comes the Seismic Toss. 21 damage. Smack right on me. Alright, Acid. Get the Stab, Special Attack, Smash, Pow attack. And, okay, Focus Energy. So, I should be able to finish it off here. In fact, I know I will. That Focus Energy kind of gets me paranoid. I've been watching Peanut Butter Gamer's Nuzlocke run, and his Pokemon have been receiving a lot of critical hits. It just gets me nervous, even though this isn't a Nuzlocke and I go heal up my Pokemon if they faint. It still gets me nervous to know that my Pokemon could get knocked out very quickly with a critical hit. We've got another Rocky Grunt with a ton of Pokemon. Pretty low leveled actually, so I'm going to see how well Ari can fare for a while. Just spam Quick Attack and see what we can do. Leech Life, not going to bring all that much back because it's a bug move. Rather weak one at that. Only 1 HP drained. So I resist it, and it's not that great of an attack, so with no stab. So it's doing no damage. So let's go ahead and Quick Attack. It should finish it off. Good. We can 3-shot a Zubat and only take 2 hit points of damage. Here comes the coughing. I'm going to stay out and switch. I would like Gyarados to get more experience, or rather Baron to get more experience. But I'm going to go with Hypno, just because Baron is rather low. I swear I'm getting this voice from somewhere. It's not an original voice. I'm copying it from somewhere. I don't know where, though. I'm yawning a lot, even though I don't feel all that tired. There's Zubat. Switch back out to Ari. Even though I'm glad that Ari's getting a ton of experience from these really long battles, it's soaking up so much time. And I could say, oh, well, I'm just going to off-screen all the trainers, but this is kind of an important dungeon, and I want to show all of it, even the not-so-important battles. So here goes Quick Attack. Well, like I said, we should be able to... Oh, well, not getting hurt that much, actually. Maybe this Zubat's tankier or something. Please don't be confused. And Ari, you're not helping yourself here. You're not helping your case of being a bad Pokemon. I'm trying to prove that you are just a fantastic Pokemon. Everyone should use you more often. But you are just not doing me any favors here. Like Quick Attack. Alright, and he's down. Alright, so we got a Grimer. Forget the Grimer. Grimer's not important. He's just gonna die. The awesome power that is Hypno. I still need a name for Hypno. I don't have anything. Like, what do you name an odd elephant? It's not actually an elephant. It's based off of something in Japanese mythology. that hypnotizes people. What do you name that? I mean, there's the obvious one, but sensitive people would get kind of upset if I named it pedophile. And not only that, I don't want to name one of my favorite Pokemon on this team. Not favorite Pokemon, period. Favorite Pokemon on this team. I wouldn't like it named pedophile. I don't know. I don't like having odd names on my team. Hoopla is fine because I like it. It makes me smile when I say Hoopla. So I'm fine with that. But naming something pedophile, I'm not really interested in. And again, some people who's watching this may have had bad experiences with that or are just sensitive about the topic for some reason or the other. So I don't want to bring up horrible memories more than I already have by repeating that word. Alright, so down goes Raticate. And we're actually running low on HP on a couple Pokemon. So I think... I'll also Hypno's Poison. I don't want to burn an antidote. So I'm just going to run all the way back to the Pokemon Center. It's actually 16 minutes in. We didn't get much done. I could end it here and finally go get some dinner because I'm really hungry. Or I could keep going and get a little more progress. I think I'm going to do the latter. Alright, so taking care of that. Thank you very much. Right, let's head out. Back down those stairs. And into the hideouts. We're sieging their base. Alright. Kind of odd that a villain's hideout would be in a gambling place. Like, if it's behind locked doors and various things, I could understand, but just a casino, and they hide it there under the casino. I don't understand that. We got something really good right there. But again, I have an attention deficit when it comes to commentating with this game. You got Taunt. There's a whole bunch of items that you want to make sure you get all of them, because it could be a very good item and you don't want to miss out on it. We're going to go this way. And it could go up, or it could go this way. Okay, I want to go on the bottom one. Get that Super Potion. So now we're just going to walk past these rather than take them. Or we're going to take these. Alright, I wanted to go this way. And this time we're going to take the upper route through here. And we'll see what we have. There's an elevator there. There's also a staircase. There's a person. Let's beat up on this Pokemon. Alright, who do you got? Who do you got? Team Rocket Grunt. Rattata. Yeah, Rocket Grunts are all going to have very, very similar Pokemon. You're not going to find very many Rocket Grunts that has this ultra rare Pokemon that you'd never see anywhere else. I think there's like one person, one Rocket Grunt that has a different Pokemon. And even then, you're going to see plenty of those throughout your adventure. Like, I think one of them has a Hypno. And you'll see those from other high-level trainers. And we just saw a Drowsy, so technically it's not out of the ordinary that you'd find a Hypno on one of the higher-level Rocket members. Oh my god! We're going to be ending the video on that note once we knock out all this Pokemon. Because I need to rush to the Pokemon Center since this is the Pokemon I need to train. Alright, tackle. just ram my giant bear and snake monster right on top of this tiny rat. And we'll keep doing the same thing. I could start giving some experience to Eevee, but I won't. I don't know why I'm neglecting Eevee. I just am. Sincerely, Eevee is a good Pokemon. I'm just neglecting to raise it right now because I'm mad with this Team Rocket Grunt and I want to murder all his Pokemon with a giant worm, snake, serpent, dragon thing. I don't know how many more. Not really adjectives. They're nouns. Nouns being used as adjectives, I could give Gyarados. Tackle again. Alright, so these things are running with like about 50 health each. These Raticates are. Rattata should have considerably less. Let's see if we can one-shot it with a Dragon Rage. Yep, running 40 health or less on these Rattatas. Alright, well, in the next episode, are there any more trainers? Yes, there is. You just gotta take your item and run. Hyper Potion, 200 health, that's really good. Yeah, okay. In the next episode, we'll have Vulpix sealed up, and we'll do more stuff. But that's not going to be for a while because I'm going to save and end this recording session. I probably won't remember, so in the next episode I probably won't have Vulpix sealed up, just because I forgot what I was doing. So I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.